The Vereeniging business community is taking to the streets today over alleged corrupt police activity in the area. They're accusing SAPS members of abusing and harassing shop owners, especially foreign nationals. In the most recent incident, the Business Forum alleges police robbed a foreign shop owner of over 700,000 rand. They say police refused to open cases implicating any members. They now want the station commander suspended and they're demanding an investigation be launched. Reporter Manqoba Mchunu is there for us with the very latest. Good morning, Manqoba. Can you just give us greater context of the issues that have brought the community members to the streets?
Well, Fundo, most of these community members that are here, in fact, are business people here in this particular town. Most of them foreign nationals who are accusing police of corruption. They are saying that, Fundo, the police here would come to their shops and they would demand payments from them and bribes from them. Some of them going up to as far as 10,000 rand or up from that. In fact, in that incident that you just spoke about, Fundo, the businessman saying that he was robbed of 700,000 rand of his money from his business by the police here in Vereeniging last month. And this is just one of the incidents that has been reported. Of course, they're saying that they take these matters to the police to try and open cases, but the police, do not open these cases because they implicate some of their members. So those are some of the accusations that have brought these businessmen here. But I'm going to get a sense from them. Of course, Fundo, we saw them also cleaning the streets here in Vereeniging. Let me speak to one of the community leaders here in this particular area, just to give us a sense of what they are talking about. Baba, thank you very much for your time. Just give us a sense, how bad is the situation? How are police treating you here?
Thank you for news is coming. Really, we appreciate for you. Really, there is in Vereeniging, in the police station, especially before 1 year, they don't allow to open the case. We are here, a refugee as a human being. When you rob us, the police also, when you go to, even not only the police, even for the other criminals, they're going to rob us. When you go to the police station, they don't allow to open the case. I don't know which law, what she did for that. Really, we are losing a lot of, they are mentioning about only now 700,000. Not only 700, in millions in the shop, without warrant arrest, without warrant searching warrant, they coming to us, they rob us, police with the criminals. That's why we are here, we clean the town. There is a sign of not only town cleaning for the dirtiness, only even the police, the one we don't work in, not all of the police, some of the police, the one we did for, this thing is wrong, we clean. That's why we coming complaining about for the districts. Thank you so much.
Are you saying that police here, some of them are corrupt?
The corrupt, the police, always they come to the shop. Some people, they don't know how to even speaking. And then they don't ask anything. When you coming the operation, they coming to, without operation, they coming straight in the counter. They don't look at for what you look at, the illegal things. Straight they come, they cash, straight they take it out from the peoples. So we are tired of this, really, especially this 1 year. Really, we are tired of this. This one also, especially for station commander, Brigadier Ndawa, she says they're going to allow to open the case. Most of the time we go to the complaint, she chase out. So that's why we didn't, we're getting justice. We need justice.
Okay. So when you say that these incidents occur regularly, I mean, when you go to police station, what do they say to you if they then don't open that case?
Foreigners, they can allow to open the case. And then we chase out. That's why.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And your name, sir?
My name is Nahomadane,
okay.
Ethiopian community leaders in Val.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. Well, when you can hear some of the frustrations from those business owners, but I want to bring in the Vereeniging Business Forum here, who are also part of this protest. Mpho Kambule, thank you for your time. Just give us a sense of some of the frustrations of businesses here as far as police are concerned.
Yeah, let me appreciate the time. You see, the first thing that we are having is that the Vereeniging police station has forgotten that this country is for everyone that lives in it. And she must start to read the Constitution. The Constitution doesn't say for the ones that were born in South Africa, but everyone that's living in this South African state has got a right to justice. has got a right to safety and security. And that is why they are mentioning now that when they go to open cases, they are not given that opportunity to open cases. We had to come to the regional office this morning because we have a problem with the station itself, the entire station. We have reported to the station commander that the station commander must be able to give us audience and be able to make those that have committed any misconduct, they must go under disciplinary processes. But she told us in our face that she's not accountable to the community, she's owing us nothing, and our businesses are suffering not only from external crime that we experience. Now the worst crime that we're experiencing is from the police. They are telling the truth because in one of the days they had called us to come where they had not allowed the police to leave the premises, where the police have put money in their bulletproofs. When we're asking for them to take them out, they pointed us with the firearms. So the problem that we are having now is that there's an abuse of power. There's an abuse of the uniform police now, which the police now have tended to become criminals. And they are stealing from the shop owners day in, day out. Just yesterday, we've got evidence of photos and videos where they went into a shop and they're switching off cameras because they don't want anybody to record what they are doing. The second one, it's police that are driving a POPs vehicle. They've taken 1,500 from a person because they say he does not have papers, but they've never asked him for papers. You see, the problem that we are going to have if we don't stop this nonsense, we are going to have now a community rising up against the police, and when that happens, they will be seen to be now fighting the state. And that is not the situation here. It must be clear to everybody that these are human beings, number one. These are people that are running businesses in town, and wherever business is concerned, we shall rise again and against everybody that's committing crime.
So what are your demands here today? You've brought a memorandum here.
Yes. The first demand that we want, it is our view that the station commander is actually defeating the cause of justice, and she must be suspended immediately because she has failed. In fact, from where she's coming from in Orange Farm, they had to chase her away for the same nonsense that she's doing. And that is why we are now saying she's giving us the same treatment here, and it's time that they suspend her immediately. The second aspect, they must be able to investigate and take the evidence that we have, because we're not talking nonsense. We're talking with evidence that we have, that they need to make sure that every police officer that is committing crime is brought to book. The third aspect, we want to have a joint committee with the police where we can be able to talk on these issues day in, day out, where we can be able to say whenever there's an issue, let's address it and don't leave it for a long time up until it gets into something else. The first aspect is that we don't want police who will come and disguise as genuine police to come into the shops and come and search or arrest people without proper documentation, number one. Number two, some of these police officers, even the station commander doesn't know, or their seniors don't know that they are there. The last incident we had, they called a backup from a team that is dealing with infrastructure. Infrastructure or highway patrols don't have anything to do with what needs to happen operationally within this area or the precinct of Vereeniging.
How much time are you giving them, Paul, just to wrap up, and what is the expectation going forward from here?
The expectation is that within 7 days we must have a response of this memorandum. The second aspect is that within these 7 days they must have called the leaders of business to sit down with them and to come up with a way of how they are going to make sure that those that have committed crime in police uniform are going to account for it.
Okay, thank you, Paul. I just want to move, Mfundo, just to show you what's happening here. Of course, many of those businessmen have left those businesses today to come and protest here at this police station. And of course, they're saying that they want definitive answers from police as to how they're going to deal with this particular issue. As you heard, many of these foreign shop owners saying that they've either been targeted by police or they know someone who has been targeted by police. Well, they expected Mfundo to hand over a memorandum of their grievances to the police in just a few moments.